Without further ado, man, let's get to it. Welcome to another episode of Interviews with the Forum Magazine, where we go beyond the veil into the thoughts, ideas, and perspectives of each guest that we sit down with. And today, special guest, man, hustler, entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
You know, one that got the city turned right now, man, and been having the city turned up for a minute, man. Today in the building, man, we got Myles the Prince, man. What's going on?
Oh my God, what's the deal? Forum, what we doing? What up, though?
Man, we doing everything, man, everything. We on that type of time, man.
Yes,
definitely gratitude, man, and appreciate you for pulling up. Like I said, man, just in introducing you, man, you a hustler, man, and you a hard worker, you know. I've been paying attention to your work for quite some time. And I just felt that it was only right, you know what I mean, to reach out and have you pull up on the platform, man.
It's a new year, new energy. It's 2025. I feel like a lot of creatives is refocused. Not saying that we wasn't focused, but, you know, we're innovating. We're always creating. We always trying to figure out how to do this thing bigger, better, reach out to our contacts, reach out to our people, and, you know, just keep building on this black mecca, this black excellence that Detroit is. So thank you for having me.
Speaking of that, man, when you look at the landscape of Detroit and you look at not just the artists, but we see businesses popping up everywhere.
Restaurants, malls,
and
they
then
building apartments. Man, there's so much going on. Detroit is just, it's like, bro, delayed gratification, man. That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Detroit, we are having our delayed gratification. The sports teams is keeping the energy good. The Lions winning, the Pistons winning, the Tigers start doing better. It was like a domino effect. Shout out our film industry, killing Tubi. Our comedians getting love. Our streamers is going crazy. Like
the media space.
The media spaces is going crazy. The podcast space is going crazy. Our music scene is still trailblazing. So it's just amazing to just see Detroit just going crazy and just a plethora of just so many different things. Like it's true to see it. If you from Detroit, like you just know like the spotlight, and for us to keep the spotlight on us in just different ways, it's just amazing to watch.
When you think about the fact that you got the privilege to be in this space, you know what I mean? Somebody that's actually in it, you actually seeing it in real time.
Yeah.
How honored do you feel to just be a part of the movement and motion that going on in the city right now?
I mean, everything always comes in due time, they say. So, you know, just, you know, I was one of them people that put my time in, trusted my process, didn't rush my process. And, you know, when you're not rushing your process, you take growth, you know, very different. You take it very personal. You respect other people's growth. I know a lot of platforms that I don't watch from a couple hundred followers to a couple thousand followers, a couple thousand followers or subscribers to millions. So, you know, it's to see the growth, the economy bounce back. It's just a different aura in Detroit.
No doubt, man. You mentioned the Pistons, man. Cade going crazy right now, man.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to Cade, man.
Yeah,
you know,
I love
even with the teams, you know what I mean? And you know, you said that it's giving us the energy, you know. Like what's your thoughts overall on that?
On our sports?
Yeah.
I just think you know, Detroit, we been getting kicked for so long across all the sports. It's like the only thing that we is respected for is the music. So, you know, and Tubi. So, like, to see the films and to see, you know, them boys get it together and kind of feel the Detroit grit, that Detroit hustle. Like, I think they playing with like the spirit of Detroit, definitely.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, let's get into it, man. We about to go ahead and build, man. We about to get some history. We about to get some knowledge, and we gonna get some wisdom. You a young man, but experience is what gives a person wisdom. So, being that you have, you know, been in the game and, you know, the party scene and, you know, tours on colleges and high schools, and I'm talking about the list can goes on, man. All of those experiences only lays the foundation for you to be able to give game jewels and wisdom for the next generation that comes behind you. So our aim is to kind of get into some of that, man.
Okay.
You started when you were 17.
Yeah, started throwing little house parties and stuff. 18, it turned into like hookah bars, college parties, locally, and then like I guess the college promoters heard about me at like Western. Nick Lavelle was booking me at Western before he became a big R&B sensation. My boy Diggy was booking me at Michigan State, so a lot of colleges start bringing me outside of Detroit, hour, 2 hours from home, kind of just seeing different landscapes and different cities, and just, you know, as everyone knows, like, you just get more love out of town. So just for me to kind of really hit that at 18 and just kind of see it and take my peers and friends along for the ride was just, you know, the start of a wonderful journey.
What does that look like in them early days? Like, obviously now you way more polished, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, just like artists, man, I hear people all the time say, man, when I go back and I listen to my old music, it's trash. So when you look at, you know, your ability to move the crowd or just your early beginnings, man, what was some of the difficulties that you experienced early on?
I didn't really have too many, bro. I came in a young pit, you feel me? I was on 18, was kind of like out of high school, playing around with it in the hookah bars and parties, but 19, I was elevated straight to high school tour. So now, you know, this ain't just club where you just going somewhere and it's 200-300 people. No, I'm going to a school talking to 9th through 12th about real shit and bringing performances out, you know, to talk to the kids as well about school, about peer pressure, about bullying, and just, you know, making the kids be more in touch with the artists. But, you know, as far as myself, I had a lot of practice on the mic and public speaking and getting comfortable in front of 1,000, 1,500 people every week. So, you know, then I elevated the concerts, like all that practice. Yeah, that's how I looked at it.
And you actually went to media school too for a second, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I went to media. I did when I was in high school, I was taking media productions at a vocational. So that kind of, you know, I knew, you know, learn a little bit of, you know, vocation, media production, you got to learn a little bit of everything. So we learned a little bit about editing, cameras, putting stuff together, storylines, journalism. I kind of always just had a love. I thought I was going to be like a news reporter when I was coming out of school, but I'm glad I ain't stop at that ceiling.
So for a person to kind of like be a natural, you say you came in the game a young pit, that in my mind, that reflects maybe like your personality already being geared and being comfortable with the party life and things like that. So I guess my question would be, man, what type of, you know, youngin' was you in high school? Was you always the life of the party? Like,
no, I mean, I wasn't the most popular kid, but I wasn't the lamest, you feel me? I was no, Myles, that's Myles, that's one walking all the pretty girls. I was the can I get a hug ass nigga. Good morning, friend, what up, dog? I'll be the nigga walking all the fine shit to class, and then I hear the little 30-second minute bell, and I'm running across the motherfucking school to my class, you know, time. So I always been a social butterfly though, for real. Cool with everybody. Detention. They rock with detention. Cool with football team, on the basketball team. You know, I could talk to the white kids, I could talk to black kids, Mexicans. I don't care what color you is. I was just a high energy person.
What do you attribute that to? Like, is there any qualities from like mom or pops or whatever? Like what?
I grew up in I had both my parents in my life, but I grew up in a one-parent household. I was a weekend kid, you know, every other weekend I'd be with the pops. And I just think me being an only child made me so social and just ready to just be around people. I don't know, a lot of people I heard a lot of only children kind of be like selfish and to themselves. I more so was the opposite for me, like, damn, I'm excited to go to school and be around some people and talk my shit and be a class clown and be fooling and stuff, because I done had that growing up.
For sure.
So I just think it was more so just how I grew up.
No doubt, man. So you say you in 17, you instantly, 1 year later,
yeah, me and my friends was just throwing house parties, and after we got kicked out the house doing kickbacks, we started this when the hookah bar scene was crazy. Passed me the hookah, they rapping about all that shit. So, you know, Dearborn used to be crazy on all the hookah bars, going crazy. I started off at La Hookah Town downtown, 360 in Dearborn, Petite Cafe, My Hookah in Hamtramck. It was a lot of different spaces to like develop or like start being in front of small, but it's like for me it was kind of like a win-win, because it's like, okay, on the weekends I could be partying and 200-300 people over here, and then every Thursday and Friday I'm at a school talking to thousands of kids. So to me it's like I knew I was building something, I just didn't know what I had.
At what point would you say that you like realized what you had and you said, nah, this is it, this is what I'm doing?
I kind of really, my first year of my school tour was more like proof of concept, trying to really prove to the schools like I got something, with me and DJ Ice. And then when I started having bigger artists reach out to me, that's when I realized I had something. But still, even when they was reaching out to me to get on the tour, I still didn't realize what I had. I don't think it kind of really more so hit me until I kind of really seen the impact I had on other people's careers, and their music journey doing the school tour, not only for the community but also artist development for themselves, to get them used to perform. And a lot of artists wasn't even used to performing in front of that many people or doing it clean, and also coming and speaking to the kids like, okay, outside of rapping, what you rap about, what can you leave them with so they can go home and, a message carry on within them. So,
yeah,
just kind of just challenging their thinking as like people, caring about their brands. And like I said, just being genuine just got me this far,
Who was some of them artists early on that you was working with tightly?
Detroit Zeus, Snap Dogg, All Star JR, Nisha Nashay, Dame Dot, them Brielle Leslie, them was like my most committed. Every week they come in, spending hours with kids. After school, we'll stay an hour after, taking pictures. Like them 5-6 artists was like very devoted. Sada would come every now and then, 42 Doug, PZ, G Baby, the list goes on and on, man. I done had so much love from artists to singers. I done helped a lot of businesses. Entrepreneurs come and speak about being a small business or a black-owned business, or just giving their business exposure. Politicians. I done gave a platform to a lot of people in a lot of different industries at like 19. So doing that from 19 to now, I was able to develop a lot of relationships in multiple industries and just watch everyone grow. That's why I just think Detroit is in such a healthy space, because we all watch each other grow together, So, everybody be saying like, man, this a crab in a bro ass city. Like it is, but like it ain't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause when you doing your own thing and you telling your own stuff, you ain't really hating on the next person, because you got tunnel vision focusing on your shit. You feel me? Hating only come when you focus on next man plate.
When you just a knowledge point, right? Talk about how you was able to even like communicate with the schools to secure that opportunity. Like, it's one thing for you to do it or for them to reach out to you. Was this a situation where they reached out to you, or you put it together to reach out to them and was approved to do so?
A little bit of both. Before I started the school tour, I interned a year. So I did my first internship with 107.5 with Lieutenant Dre. He's like one of the owners of Pizza Cat 9, DJ BJ. They was kind of like in that place, and I used to be interning, watching behind the scenes, watching them put the show together, watching Stewie hosted, they bringing out Vezo, Cash Doll, Little George, just when B&B was like really going crazy and had a lot of motion, and just just kind of watching that and watching them at 18 do it. And then that semester ended, and then WJOB reached out to me to shadow Big Dog Blast with Carol Dorsey on WJLB school tour. So I was able to see the school tour on both ends with both radio stations. But WJLB was letting me host with Big Dog Blast because I was a young dog. He was like an older cat, so he was kind of more so like DJ BJ was like the internship when I watched behind the scenes. And the next semester, by 18, I was kind of like getting my feet wet. And 19, me and DJ BJ started our own, and damn near, and with DJ BJ team, and Donovan McKinney kind of passed the torch like that. So we kind of ran with it from there. When they kind of was like, we're graduating from this, we're going to focus on other endeavors, I was like, man, I want to keep this going.
Yeah.
and they openly just and willingly passed the torch to me to kind of just let me steer it the way I wanted to do it. And I feel like I've took it to levels beyond what anybody could ever imagine.
Nah, 100%, man. I watch it, man. The kids go crazy. I'm talking about, you know, every time you bring somebody, man, and you do these tours, man, I just watch.
It's crazy because now that I'm older, I be out sometimes, they be like, man, I remember when you came to my school and they be 21, 22, 23, but for you to remember that and you was 14 to 17 and you can remember the impact of my program, regardless if you can't even remember what we talked about, you remember that moment of bringing your favorite artist to the school and just coming and kick it with them and perform for them. Like, my reach is probably like 200, 300,000, probably 500,000 kids by now at this point. So
yeah. You talked about a few different people that was really devoted, and I know we had prior conversations, man, and you was kind of putting highlights on certain individuals, man, but as a young, you know, female artist, I kind of wanted to hear your take on Nisha Nashay and, you know, just your perspective on her specifically.
So when I was rolling, Nisha Nashay and Brio Leslie, both of them amazing, talented singers. But yeah, so shout out to them for one. You know, I appreciate all the time they put into their craft and into the community for the children and the youth. But Nisha Nashay specifically, because it's just not that much female talent that's looked at in a positive light in my eyes. You know, she ain't just, you know, out here rapping about, you know, sex or trying to scam a nigga, or like a lot of the stuff the city girls or Sexy Red or Megan Thee Stallion, you know, would rap about. You know, she had like On a Cloud, you know, even her record Crazy was like a girl going crazy, relationship based. You know, like her images are like vulgar, it ain't forced. You know, you can hear that she's very soulful in her music, very talented. So, you know, to have a woman like Nisha just representing females, period, you know, and just having them something to look up to. She has an amazing story about how she came up. You know, she came up, lost her mother young, and, you know, she had to figure a lot of things out, and also that stay strong and continue to chase her dreams. So, you know, you got somebody like that with the music that she pushes, it was just, you know, hand in hand, like it was just a win-win for us on both sides. So like that is somebody I'm very cool with, 100%, 10 toes support to this day, because I've like I said, been watching her grow for so long. And it's like, it's not a lot of females in Detroit music scene for girls to look up to outside of Cash Doll and Nisha Nashay. It ain't really like too many girls doing their thing, getting their flowers for real.
No doubt. One of the people, man, that gave you like the biggest acknowledgement, you know, in this game, as you spoke about, going on these tours allow people to polish their craft. It allowed people to develop through performances, through being in front of 300, 400, 500 people, whereas they may not have done it before. Snap Dogg has been very vocal about, you know, you assisted him in that and the opportunity that you gave him.
That's my baby.
Yeah, talk a little bit about your relationship with Snap, and then also talk about just the struggles, and maybe do people acknowledge, you know, the opportunities that you gave them? Like, do you get frustrated if they don't? Like, talk a little bit about it.
Some do, some don't. When I was younger, I used to really care about it, but of course, I'm 19 with a school tour, and I'm helping everybody. I think me and Nisha the only one that's the same age for real, so it's like everyone else is kind of years. I'll be like, everyone else is people I looked up to myself, so it's kind of like more so like I'm damn near looking at them for the head nod, even though me not even understanding what I have, and they're asking me for my help. But I'm at 19, I'm still I still idolize these people that I'm helping, so it's kind of like I didn't look at it like that, but it's like, you know, I wasn't doing it for the money, wasn't charging nobody to get on it. Like, you know, if I feel like you had a really great record that can move the crowd and get to the kids, we can help push on the PR and the streaming side, I help you. But definitely, man, hell yeah, I wanted my credit, you know, and it's not that many that give it to me. You know, Snap, Nisha, All-Star JR, kind of like Detroit Zeus, them not only like the couple that really gave it to me publicly and will keep giving me my flowers for that. So I think more so if it's, I don't even think it's about giving me the credit. I just think they're the most appreciative of the platform and the opportunity to benefit them.
Yeah.
So I don't really even look at it as more of a credibility thing. I just think the people that gave me my flowers are the most appreciative of our partnership and the relationship that I have with them.
No doubt, man. This phase of your life, man, you lit, man. You got brand deals, you know what I mean? You book every week, you know what I mean?
Just fun with it. I'm still having fun with it, bro.
Yeah, a whole lot of motion, man. Even like talk a little bit about, you know, just the business aspect. And now, okay, so you passed that. Now, as we said, you know, you booked, you working.
I mean, I done did everything for the free, so now I need my fee.
Yeah.
I done proved everything already.
How does that work? You don't actually have to say price, but just more so of like, how does that business work for the youngins that's aspiring to host parties and things like that? How does the business work for that?
Being very clear and just being very clear with your intentions, being very clear in your communications. I feel like I'm one of the very few people that, like, you know, the word like hidden agenda. I just think was very clear as far as like what I wanted out of my journey. I felt like I was very clear as far as what I expected. I held myself to a high standard. I held my platform to a high standard. And I just felt like that energy rolled off to everybody else. So it's more so like, even if you're young and you're trying to figure out, you know, what to do or how to do it, you know, a lot of people procrastinate, and a lot of people, friends, parents, they put their doubts on other people, and that energy carries, you know. Like, and when I first started, my parents had a hella doubt. Like, they didn't believe. And what you mean you don't want to go to college? You trying to party and you trying to do tours, but like, they didn't get it.
Yeah.
But they didn't respect it until I started getting City Detroit awards, my first 1 or 2 State of Michigan awards from the Capitol. Then when it came, damn, he getting one every 2-3 years for all these thousands of hours that I'm giving the city of Detroit, that I'm giving my community, volunteering to just, you know, just want to be a better person. That's recognized. So after that kind of got, once I got kind of government stamped, like, keep doing your thing, we appreciate you, we salute you, that's when my parents kind of, but like, their fears, you know, generational curses, bro.
How hard was that though? Like, cause even when you think about it, like in hindsight, I will say, like, this generation is a little different in how I believe, you know, the children to be raised. And I'm speaking from the standpoint of allowing them to be adventurous in their careers, you know. But in hindsight, to say
this generation gets, you know, I feel like a lot of us, me having a platform, you starting forum, it was a lot of doubt. It wasn't really accepted. Now I feel like this generation, 2020 and pushing out 2025 and pushing out, like, being a creative is more accepted. To more so is like, being a creative not only is it more accepted, but it's just like being an entrepreneur is cool now. It's cool to start your own business. It's cool to have your own platform. It's cool to start your own thing. To where it's like the people that had to pave the way went through hell and hot water and fighting the stereotype of this. And I just, you know, the times and technology has caught up and caught on. So I also, like, I agree with you. Like, this generation has it much easier. Like, it's a lot of people probably like you that had to figure out YouTube.
100%.
Had to figure out streaming. Had to figure out how to get paid off of YouTube. To where now they got Twitch, they got
everything. Hey, man,
they got multiple streaming
Twitch,
platforms getting so much money now. We didn't even have that opportunity. We had streaming, but it wasn't even like royalty payments yet. It was so new to where we had to figure it out. It's kind of like the first people who ever like the people who paid away for MySpace, paid for Facebook, paid for Instagram, to go to TikTok, and, you know, like,
continue to evolve.
Yeah, so it's kind of like your generation when, you know, times was going on and when you had to hop in.
No doubt, no doubt. I want to ask you a question in terms of your actual job. All right, you got an event. What is Myles' job as a host?
As a host?
So talk about all of the different pockets, because I'm saying a host, but the way you responded is kind of implying that it's more than that. So break that down for me.
As a host,
Yeah.
my job is to talk on the microphone and entertain the crowd. But then you have promoters. The job of promoters is to market the events, book birthday celebrations, invite special guests out, and pull bodies in. A DJ job is to play the music. So it's like everyone has a different role.
What you think about the dynamics between like where the DJ used to be the like promoter on the microphone or the host, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the switch? Like, do you, I mean, obviously you love it because this is what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like,
There's not a lot of DJs that kind of mix and talk. I feel like DJing is more of a, they don't have to talk. You know, their job is to control the vibe, control the music. They're more so focused on the mixing, the blending, the transitioning. When you see them doing all this, they got to make sure this shit sounding right, sound clean. Everybody done been in the club where a DJ did a terrible ass transition. And you look at the DJ like, bro, that was terrible.
straight up.
So, you know, every DJ not, you know, some DJs can't focus on trying to think of what they're going to say on top of trying to, you feel me, like,
So it
DJing is its own art in itself that's not respected as much no more. The value of DJs are going down.
Why you think so?
Internet. Influencers. Influencers are replacing a lot of things. Not even replacing, it's affecting a lot of things. Influencers is affecting journalism. You know, it's magazines that's been printed, and then I know somebody with a Instagram media page that's making more money than a physical, you know, so it's kind of like, again, the times. It's the times, bro. But, you know, DJs used to kind of control the music. They used to break the music. People breaking music through influencers. They're breaking music through challenges. A lot of TikTokers don't got nothing to do with DJs. All these hits that's coming off of TikTok is because of the youth.
Yeah.
Because of dancing, people having fun. And guess what? If the record's hot, the DJ's gonna spin it anyway.
With you having the like just the knowledge of the industry and being around music, you also do music yourself too. For
I
the
play
people
with
that
a
don't
little
know.
bit when
you know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like
We done
it,
heard
yeah.
a few. You know what I mean? With you having, you know, a little knowledge of that, like what would you encourage DJs to do in order to bring the power back to them in terms of breaking music, etc.?
I don't think it's nothing they can do. Like, and it's not even like no disrespect to DJs, because as an MC, I come up with the DJs. Without a good DJ, I can't do my job to talk on the mic. We make each, like, as a MC, as a host, and a DJ, we bounce off each other. So it's like, when I say this, there's no disrespect, because my come up is with DJs. But it's more so like just the times are changing. Like, I remember when DJs used to run strip club scene. Like, you want to get broke, you had to visit certain people to get it heard. It's just too many ways for people to hear music now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit ain't on just a CD no more. People barely listen. The radio losing the streaming. You feel me? Just like I said, people was breaking records. What, G-Lo broke his record through a stream.
Yeah.
A streamer.
Facts.
A snippet of you want to hear some hot shit real quick?
Real talk.
That clip it for 15, 20 seconds got him one of the biggest songs in the country right now.
One mics.
It ain't had nothing to do with the DJs. That's a streamer. Technically an influencer. That's what streamers are. So it's kind of like,
Facts.
I don't know what they can do.
You said, do I think DJs could get replaced with AI?
Do you think their jobs can be replaced?
Damn, yeah. Yeah, with artificial intelligence, absolutely.
Playlisting?
All of that. It's getting scary.
You feel like a promoter job can get took with AI? You think AI can book their own clubs out and sell out stuff? Automated?
I think that AI could probably help with like the promotion, but the actual in the club experience, absolutely not.
You feel like a host can't get replaced by AI?
Anything is possible with AI, for real, you know what I mean? But
Okay.
I just don't see it no time in the near future.
Do you feel like it's gonna help us or hurt us 20 years from now?
Me personally, man, I think too much AI gonna hurt us, period, because I believe in the human experience. I believe in vibe, energy, emotion. Do I think that we could benefit from it? Yeah, of course, absolutely. You know what I mean? But in a long, long haul, actual connection, I don't think it can match the human experience.
That's well said.
That's just a personal,
I agree with that.
But I understand the business side, like even now, like,
AI replacing a lot of jobs.
yeah, man, like content creation
Factories.
is made easier through AI. You know what I mean? I did have one question that I wanted to ask, just in pivoting, right? With you actually being in the nightlife,
Yeah.
Partying, female. First off, you in a relationship situation, man, for the people out there. So with you being around the ladies and just being out every night, the party and do you ever get taxing on your body? Like how do you handle that? Like, do you drink? Do you smoke? Like,
I don't smoke for real. I'm a social smoker.
okay.
I ain't the type to like use my money to buy weed and then go buy a leaf and I'm stressed out and gotta roll up. My life's pretty good. I don't really stress about too much. But I'm a social smoker. If it's around, I hit the blunt, but I don't really need that, consumption in my life. Liquor, same thing. I don't really buy liquor. If it's around, it's because it's at my disposal in the club. I might take a couple shots, but I don't drink to get drunk.
Yeah.
I'll have a shot with somebody for their birthday, maybe to start my shift or whatever, but I don't really like use drugs and alcohol for real.
Without saying any names, of course, man, have you ever seen that affect somebody? Cause bro, this like,
Yeah, I know promoters that got DUIs, leaving the club too drunk. I know promoters that went to jail behind DUI, so it's like I don't watch people get fucked up, suspend their license, cause it's like even being in the nightlife, our job is so important because it's like, okay, yeah, people like look at it as I feel like being a promoter it's like it gets downplayed, but niggas know it's important at the same time.
Indeed.
Cause when it's your birthday, you looking for plans for who?
Facts.
Everybody wants somebody to come to town. Who got to book the artist? When y'all want to go to a concert, who got to book it? You feel me? Promoters, we employ security guards. We employ graphic designers. We employ door people. There's a lot of people that make the money off a promoter. Waitresses, barbacks.
Damn. See, I ain't know all that.
Think about it though.
That's a fact.
As a promoter, if I'm the person bringing the people, as a security guard, how you get paid? As a bartender, for the club to make money, you get paid off the promoter because you want their people to buy bottles. And then the waitresses make money off the bottle because they get tips and gratuity off of that. So it's like, me personally, I don't even be like getting disrespected by other people in nightlife, knowing just like the true value of a promoter. We employ the DJs as well.
With you saying that, man, what is the definition to you of a janky promoter?
The people that just do janky is just a promoter that do bad business.
You witnessed a few?
Untraditional.
Have you witnessed a few?
Of course. I mean, I've been in the game. I done have my ups and downs, have my good days and bad days.
You ever got labeled that before? Just even whether it's true or not,
I mean, of course, I think every promoter gets it. Some people have a stigma where it's their image, but of course, as a promoter, there's situations that happen that's out of your hands that affects the consumers that they might just can't understand. That might look janky to them.
What's an example?
Let's say I do an artist booking for $15,000. Let's say I done sent half deposit, 75. Let's just do a number off of 20. I done book up artists for $20,000. They got $10,000 deposit. But let's say that artist missed their damn flight and can't get to the city. The artist is not going to take accountability. Sometime, majority of them is not going to get on there and say, my bad, I done fucked up. They ain't going to say shit. So now you done got a sold out club looking or expecting someone, and you trying to figure out how to get to the show in the last hour or 30 minutes, flying or driving. And half the time, a lot of them don't even like to communicate with the promoter because sometimes the talent do bad business. Sometimes the promoter get caught on the middleman end, and we catch the heat as a janky promoter. Sometimes I've seen that happen several times.
Yeah.
A lot of talent don't know how to do good business.
And that's often I hear.
Media personalities, musical talent, speaking engagements, like shit happens. But people don't like to. A lot of people don't take accountability when shit go left.
I wanted to ask you a question, and this is of course, man. I always I always want to keep things clean, right? And I always want to be responsible as possible. But your experience in your life is your life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that just like we question the basketball players when they have performances, and we question the the artists and just everybody in general, I like to give that to everybody that's got motion, that's doing their thing. We witnessed a small back and forth last year between you and another fellow Detroit artist, right?
Okay.
However, we did see y'all mend, you get what I'm saying, the situation. If you was to just briefly, just vaguely talk about maybe the misunderstanding or whatever the case may have been.
We talking about Big Quis, man. Shout out to the big homie one time, Big Quis, the legendary Doughboys Cash. I know, but love and respect. But it was just a miscommunication where it was, I'm booking through a management. Nah, it was even worse than that. It was a promoter in another city hitting me up to get to the artist, because everyone knows, Myles know every single artist. I hit him as booking agent before, trying to figure out who somebody management is. A lot of artists don't got management in their bio. A lot of people just don't check their emails, so they know I can get to people a lot quicker. There was a situation where I was dealing with a promoter in the city about 45 minutes out. Me and him was going half on an event, so we both put up half to book Big Quis. Get it into his management. All right, I need this drop within a couple days. All right, you will have it. 2 days go by, nothing. 3-4 more days go by, nothing. Another 2 days go by, now it's a week. The event is maybe 4 weeks away. Now you done burn me a week on promotion. On the manager head. He's waiting just like I am. But I don't know what the talent got going on where he ain't got time to do what we need him to do to produce this crowd to make this money, so the club is paid, so that we can have the artist money when they get there. We still got to pay security, DJ, graphic designer, marketing, ads, flyers, print, tickets. Promoters got a lot of stuff to check down. So I was kind of caught between me not even being lied to, just shit. I was told a deadline, and a deadline was missed. Yeah. Now that time frame affects other things. It affects the marketing, it affects the promotion. It's one thing to drop a flyer, but it ain't nothing until you hear somebody say out their mouths on the talent, I will be in this building.
So you say that drop is very valuable when it comes to
it's credibility.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, but you took our money like this. Why it's taking so long to get a drop out? So me, all right, I can't get the management. Let me hit the DM. I hit his DM. The artist Big Quis ain't see the DMs. But mind you, now at this point, it's like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm looking at bad businessman to the person who trusts me to get the business done. But everything done got slowed up because of one person going to the next person. You know, things get caught up on the middleman end. So, but me, I just felt like, damn, bro, this how you gonna play me?
And y'all actually do have a relationship before this situation?
Yeah, I've seen him around. I never got a chance to really work with him personally, but I've worked with several members of his camp. So, and then he signed to a label that I done helped Empire. I done helped a lot of artists through Empire. So I'm like, damn, this how Empire gonna do me? Yeah. I start calling the label out.
You was going crazy.
Cause bro, like, I just really hate bad business, or I just feel like if I'm being disrespected or slighted, or feel like I'm being little brother when my money is involved or on the line. Because what might not be shit to you, what you charge, might be a lot to me, or it might be a lot to someone else whose livelihood is dependent on someone else's price or their worth, or what I could produce off your price or your worth.
Yeah.
So you, at that point, it's like people livelihoods sometimes get caught up in this and gotta, you know, try to get together. But long story short, I had to go on my little Kanye rant, provide my receipts, explain the timeline, and within 10 minutes I got a call now. But I've been trying to get a drop for damn near 2 weeks, and I've been getting a runaround. But I gotta get on Instagram, demanding my bread back, or if anybody know him, let him know, tag him, because he ignoring my texts and calls and DMs. So can somebody get to him, because this shit don't make sense. And I'm too credible as a person who does all the high school tours, that does all the college tours, that does weekly downtown activations. I'm not even one of the persons to even be playing like that, in my personal opinion. You know, to him, maybe I'm a little nigga, whatever, this and that. You can, maybe sometimes these artists be getting off on people, I don't know. You ain't gonna get over on me. And if I'm gonna take the L, I'm gonna take it loud. That's exactly that was my thought process at the time.
How did the mending process take place?
His management was reaching out within 15, 20 minutes, asked me to take it down. They was ready to do the job. We ain't even want it no more, because now at that time you trying to give me the drop, we don't even got enough time. Now we only got 2 weeks, something that we gave ourselves a month on. No one wants to rush a project. Great things don't come rush. Great things take time. We didn't want it no more. Asked for the refund. Then I had to get it from him. So he was doing he has other business going on outside of rap. He rent out his luxury cars and stuff. So I had to catch him on one of the days. He got his car rented out for prom. I had to pull up on him. He squared it today. He's like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, that shit was weird, but here your bread is. It's never about the money. Yeah, I guess it was just bad timing. But you feel me? Coming from somebody I idolized and I look at as a Detroit legend, I'm like, damn, this how you do, you feel me? On a business level, I felt slighted, or little bro. But we apologized to each other. My bad on that. You know, my bad on how I acted.
And I will say, man,
and then we just did a video. It was a little awkward.
Yeah.
But you know, we had to show like this got handled, this got settled. You know, even when two people are at odds, you know, you can come together and get a solution.
And that was the beauty about it too. And even, you know, with you, like, I don't really want to use the word accountability, because that implies that you just completely just did something wrong. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that, but still just how you handled it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to. You know, because I understood that, you know, maybe I'm not looking at it right, or, you know, maybe something's not getting, information not getting relayed to him on his end. You know, I don't know, whatever the case may be. Like I said, money was tied up, people got stuff going on. It just wasn't a good situation. I don't want to be looked at as a janky promoter or a janky businessman at the end of the day. I want to keep my reputation clean as a whistle, because, like I said, there's a lot of networking, a lot of referrals, a lot of stuff is handshake deals, a lot of shit is relationships, and you know, your network is your net worth. So you know, I take that very serious. So you know, that's kind of how that played out. But like I said, shout out to the big homie. He was very understanding. See me to this day, we laugh about it. It's what up every time I see you. What up, little bro? Keep doing your thing. He always still pushing positive, pushing peace. It's been great. Ain't been nothing but love from him and his camp since then. So.
100, man. Shout out to Quis, man. Another group of people, man, that you got like a good relationship with, man. I see your relationship with Jasmine Renee. I see your relationship with Cash Doll, and just like, you know, when you at these parties and stuff, like, how do they party, man? Like, let's just stop right here for a second, man, because
Jasmine Renee is a party animal.
See, and I feel like Detroit got the best, like, women when it comes to, like, really showing a person how to have a good time. Detroit is the only place that I feel like our women is gonna put the bust downs in the, you get what I'm saying? Everybody show their wrists off. You know, you don't see too many females in other cities.
Detroit women
like
got a lot of hustlers, baby.
Real talk,
I just want you to know.
Real talk.
But just being around Jasmine, I've been knowing her a long time. You know, she was before her national attention of baddies, she was already a boss. Her best friends is bosses. Cash Doll is a boss. Kendra is a boss. Them three is like an embody of what a Detroit boss baddie is, especially with Cash Doll leading the way for how females feel about themselves, carry themselves. Cash Doll, yeah, when she was younger, you know, she rapped about, you know, getting money for real. She wasn't even really on no finesse nigga shit, this and that, whatever City Girls 6 where I don't rap about. She was more so like, I'm my own boss, bitch. I ice my own self out, you know, whatever. Like, Cash Doll, every woman in Michigan rock with Cash Doll on every age range, from kids to middle school to high school to college to 21 and up to 30 to 40. Like, so her circle is the energy of her music. Her circle, all entrepreneurs. All got their own bag. All iced out. They're literally squad goals. Jasmine, I've been knowing her, like I said, since she had one of the best beauty salons in the city when they was getting awards for it at what was that Michigan award show? Michigan Choice, something like that. Best in Black. That's what it was. The Michigan Chronicle Best in Black Award. She was year to year best salon. So it's like entrepreneur, you know, Kendra, wife of payroll, beautiful family, hair business, salon business. Cash Doll is her own branding business, and whatever she's invested into.
I seen JT, you know, off the mink Brazilian, man.
Man, they looking at our culture and our style, and people now the world is embracing minks and Cartiers and buffs, and you know,
the hair,
we been flashy around here. We been getting diamonds and two-tone. Down south, they wearing all gold. You know, up here we just look more flashy.
Yeah.
Like, I think Vezo was one of the first flashiest males around here. Stars just iced out, stunting. You know, like, we have, like, our pioneers, man. Shout out to Vez, shout out to Cash, and everybody around them business bosses, you know, during that time. You know, Peasy a boss, Babyface Ray, Dame Dot, like, that whole Team Eastside movement. Like, everybody that was grinding 10 years ago, look at them 10 years later. Now they all got mansions. They all multimillionaires. They all bosses, bro. Like, that's what Detroit is.
Real talk, man. Well, 2025, man, we here. You already kicking it off with a great start, man. As we said prior, man, 2 deals that you got right now, man. I'm looking at the jury hitting, man. My brother over there, man, solid guy, man. Talk a little bit about y'all partnership. Talk about you got a luxury transportation. Yeah, talk about it, man.
So my first one is a C1R transportation. It's also another venture we haven't announced, but I also have a media venture with the transportation deal, to where I have a Sprinter on a Go podcast coming out with the transportation company, as well as you can book it for any occasion that you need. Good 2024 Mercedes-Benz Sprinters, beautiful, custom, get you anywhere. I done seen her take clients from the Lions to Big Sean, birthdays, weddings, birthday celebrations. I done seen a movie night on there, pick up, drop off, real simple. So I'm making some good money with C1R transportation. That's been very dope. And then Navarre Jewelers is probably one of my most different brand deals. I think that caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah.
A lot of jewelers don't get behind no one. You know, a lot of jewelers make money off of black people, don't make money with black people. And it's only a handful of black jewelers. So, you know, to rock with one of the black jewelers, and when I say a black jeweler, like, this not a jewelry company that's just like using black people as the workers and stuff. Like, no, bro, this man is really, him and his mans is getting it in, putting their money where their mouth is, focused on the crowd, focused on the brand, and they're honest jewelers. They're not taxing people.
And that's another thing too, right? I add, man, because I definitely had an opportunity to meet the brother, man. We done chopped it up. We got each other's number.
Dose is amazing, man.
And educational too. Like, he is sit down and educate you. He gonna you know, like you said, transparency about everything. He ain't gonna try to get down on you, man. So shout out to Dose, man, and everything that he got going on, man.
And that's my guy. We got a lot of activations coming up. We got more jewelry on the way. I'm about to drop. So you know, I'm just proud to be his first. I ain't gonna say a brand ambassador, but like damn near a spokesman.
Yeah.
More so for his brand, just letting people know like, man, he's real. He's organic. He's 29. You know, on the up, and I see his growth. I see his projection in the next 5 to 10 years with his own stuff. So you know, just to get in with somebody that's my age, around my age, and inspiring, you know, especially, you know, late 20s, kind of like getting it together. Because even when you, let's just talk about just 20s, right? Let's talk about when you get out of high school. You don't know what you want to do with yourself.
Yeah.
You go to college, you still don't really really know. There's only a handful that really know what they want to do, which is the lawyers, the doctors, you know, the stuff that you actually really need degrees for around here. Besides that, a lot of people go because their parents want them to do it. They might got a scholarship, so they got to go because they ain't got to pay for it. But I know a lot of people that go to school, get a degree, don't use the degree, and still don't know what they want to do or who they are. So I feel like a lot of us don't even find ourselves to our mid-20s, late 20s. So to see someone in that stage of life, and I could see what he's setting up for himself for his next 10 years in his 30s, and just the genuineness. And you know, then I end up figuring out, you know, Detroit being so small, I know his BM from high school back in the day. So damn, bro, now I know your BM down there. I mean, I know your kids, I know where this money going. So it's kind of like, it just feels better knowing, you know, especially like I said, we in a black mecca, black excellence. Why would I not shop with a black jeweler in the
100%.
Blackest city in the world?
100%, man. 100%.
Man, he the honest jeweler, man.
Real talk. Real talk.
I love those. We got a pod series coming out soon.
Fire.
We coming up with the concept. I told him we gonna call it, you know, I wanted to call it the ice box or something, or cooler, but basically like a little pod, little in-store jewelry. When you pick up your piece, you know how you feel about it. You know, I want people to, you know, what made you make the piece. It's a story behind people's pieces and stuff. So, you know, definitely creating some different type of content, but original content.
Real talk, man. And we got that exclusive. And also too, man, we know if y'all biting, it's on record. So we know, you feel me? We saying this right here, right now. We bet not see nobody else trying to play it like that, man.
Hey man, it's cool. We gonna do it first. We know nobody else really doing it for real, but it's okay. Like again, like I'm happy to be building with someone that's might not be on the map right now, but he's on a lot of people's radars, and he does a lot of good work. He's just an amazing person. Like I said, he's the honest jeweler, not trying to tax you, not trying to get over on you. Affordable pricing that makes more sense in the world, that make you look at every other jeweler like, damn, you charging 2, 3, 4 times, you know. Like he just want to see people win, love the work, because he know off of word of mouth he gonna get more customers. So
100%.
he take care of his people, man.
100%, man. Closing out the year.
Navarre Jewelers, man. Shout out my baby Dose.
Closing out the year, man. Goals, objectives, man. Let the people know right now.
So my biggest goals is just keep this journey going, keep inspiring the people around me, keep inspiring the youth. Keep setting the bar high as an influencer, and just showing people that, you know, as a real influencer, I'm gonna use my influence to tap into multiple other industries to help build and grow and offer more opportunities for others. This year, people are going to see a big jump in me with multiple media ventures. Y'all gonna see me in fashion, and y'all also gonna see me in more films. So, you know, we already know we got the entertainment and the chokehold. We just ready to kind of just expand my business acumen and combine worlds like I just been doing with the corporate side and the entertainment side. Just trying to figure out how I can continue to just cross network other industries and just continue to bring the city together in a creative way. How I'm gonna do it, I don't know yet, but I know that's definitely on the way. It's when we talk about my growth and expansion and how I know that I can bring people together.
Real talk, man. It was definitely an honor to have you, brother.
Hey, man.
Again, man.
Anytime, man. Even I gotta come back and interview somebody with you. We gonna sit in here and get on them, man.
For sure. Let's do it.
You feel me? Another black-owned brand. You feel me? Anything black-owned, man. Detroit, like, we up. Help the next person. Pass the blessing along.
Real talk.
You know, bless people, and I just want people to just remember that, man.
Real talk, man. Real talk, man. Well, you heard it here, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. Follow them on all social media platforms,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You got parties, you got events, you need some sponsorship, you need some branding, whatever you need,
Branding,
man.
marketing, designs, transportation,
You
jewelry.
feel me? The prince of the city, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man.
Yes, sir, man. We know a lot of amazing people that do a lot of amazing things, so we just want to keep that black dollar and just keep it going, bro.
Keep it circulating, man. Y'all
Just like just like every other community, they keep that dollar with them.
Facts.
There.
And that's actually a fun fact too, man. They say, like I actually looked at
You
how
don't see
long the dollar.
Man, listen, man. We in our man. We got the Asians got their beauty supply stores. The Arabics got their gas stations and fruit and vegetable stores. But you don't see these black-owned businesses in their communities.
Yep.
You feel me? So it's like, what can we do to change that? We got to keep that black dollar amongst ourselves. Stop trying to give everything to Walmart and Amazon and all these companies that's rolling back this diversity clauses and hiring. Like, man, we need to just focus on our people, man.
Man, they say that dollar lead the black community, man, within 24 hours, man. So I'm talking about soon as we get the dollar, we run a Louis Vuitton.
Because, man, generational wealth isn't taught to us, man.
True.
We're not taught generational wealth. We're not taught to save. Schools just now implementing financial literacy in the course, like, a lot of these private schools, a lot of these predominantly white schools, predominantly every other race, they have curriculum that teaches them for phases and having money for 5 years, 10 years, investment properties, how to use credit, how to pay taxes. Black people, we don't learn nothing about that until we fuck up.
Real talk.
So, hopefully, there's someone, or a program that can get created to teach our black people that, or the city of Detroit maybe have something, and the city of Detroit maybe do got the resources and they need to tap in other influencers like me.
That's what it is, man.
And maybe I might be the first influencer with a deal with the city of Detroit to help people get these resources and programs and take advantage of stuff that we don't know about.
Facts,
So, I'm trying to hop into
Speaking
stuff like
into
that.
existence, man, we down for the cause too, man. Let us know when you put it in motion, man. But that's what it is, man. Myles the Prince of the City, Foreign Magazine, Pulse of the Culture.
I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, support your boy. Let's get it, Detroit. What up, though?
That's what it is.